Alrighty, well before I get stuck into the favourite food of YouTube off-grid survivalists, I'll just show you what I got here. Can't help myself. This is the third slow cooker. I have got this one, 120 watts. The only difference with this one is it's actually brand new. Unlike the other ones, I got an old one, looks like it's Japanese from the mid-80s or something like that. It's got two levels, low for 70 watts and high for 140. And then I've got the other one I got, which is probably similar to this. It looks similar, and it's probably another one that was sold by some, large department store or something, or maybe even the same place I got this from, which was Woolworths, but not the same arseholes I had the incident with the other day. But yeah, the other one is, I forget now, it's probably 180 watts or something, but it's much the same design and probably stocked by a major department store as well. Who likes to stock everything with cheap Chinese shit? Then again, who doesn't? I'll unbox this. And there we go there. Odesso, never heard of them. I guarantee it's just made for Woolworths. Oh, tiny little lid. This looks a hell of a lot like the other one I've got that's a new one. One of the reasons I got this one, half the reason I'm opening it, is to check the damn pot isn't cracked. Which it isn't, it's all good. One of the reasons I got this one is I know that as time goes on, if I do drop the pot, there's quite a chance I'll find more of these pots in due course at either other op shops or garage sales or crap like that, because, it looks like there's been a few of them sold, so, yeah. But anyway, not bad for 20 bucks. This has got three levels. So the reason I know with the Japanese one, and you can see this on some of the old twin-tub washing machines made in the 80s, they tend to tell you the exact wattage, not for the whole machine running at full capacity, but for like individual things, like the spin dryer engine takes this much, the agitator motor takes that much, and it's all on the main plaque. And with that it tells you, low setting is this watts and high setting is that watts, but this has got three: low, high, and keep warm. I don't think there's anything here that's really very interesting. Yeah, just a run-of-the-mill thing. Yeah. There we go. Power consumption, 120 watts. Beauty. So I was about to give you a bit of a look at what I've been sorting through. I've got all these boxes of books here that I've got to put away. How's that? Dictionary. Two of them. A to P and Q to Z. It's Funkin' Wagnalls, Britannica, all those in there. It's all Encyclopedia Britannica. I think there's more. I don't know. Oh, they're probably in the laundry. Some of them I've had a look at, or I've got somewhere else. Anyway. Farming newspaper, calendar 1964. There's a lot of old gear. It's some of it's quite interesting. I've got this old Bible I might show in a second. It's a Jewish Bible. There's actually extra books in it that aren't in the standard Bible. They don't sort of put. I think it's got like an extra 4 or 6 extra books or something weird. Yeah, quite interesting. We got a Cambridge version of the Bible, translated directly from Greek, some upper crust, English sort of a one. Miniature New Testament one. Did have a Chinese New Testament, but I flung that out. One day I probably should show you the really big one that my great-grandparents had with the big bloomin' steel sort of bronze corners on it and everything. It's friggin' massive. It's over at my parents' house. Well, I tend to keep some very strange stuff, and my uncle keeps some weird stuff, and I'm not joking. This is a booklet from 1966 when we went from pound, shilling and pence to decimal currency. No shit, that is an original copy of a government publication, Decimal Currency Board publication. Unbelievable. Now, those of you who don't believe in ghosts, well, here is an entire book dedicated to every damn ghost that they could get info on in Britain. No shit. There are pages and pages and what the ghosts call out and what they do, and you've even got little symbols for each one to tell you what exact thing there is. It's a little guide, I think it's in the back. Oh yes, key to symbols. Unbelievable. Occult supernatural reference. Now, this one is fucking crazy. It talks a lot about how saucers fly and shit like that. It's been very well kept, this book. I get it open. It's so hard to do this with only one hand. There's one bloke who, and I think it might be this guy. Is it Stan Dio or someone? He basically worked out electrogravital propulsion, which is what he believed UFOs run on. Got a lot of bullshit from the CIA by publishing it in a science journal that went public. Like, you know, it was to go out to other scientists, this science journal, but it was then a publicly obtainable document, and he copped a lot of shit from the CIA and actually done a run into Australia and hid in the outback for 8 years or something like that, all over, yeah, his electrogravitic propulsion. Talks a bit about Tesla and all this sort of shit. Rather interesting. Now, I'm going to show you something. I've got to block some names out, but this is pretty heavy shit that I am, well, not really supposed to have kept, but I got hold of it from somebody, so mind the lack of showing you a lot of things. The Rosicrucian Order of San Jose, California. San Jose, California. Official memorandum, correspondence, blah blah blah. Thank you for your fucking blah, 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 blah. And I might as well show the last bloke down the bottom. And their bizarre little symbols and whatnot. Yeah, but it's I'm not sort of supposed to have kept that, and that is somebody else's letter. But I thought I'd show you that because that's a full-on Rosicrucian Order bizarre Grand Lodge thingy. Anyway, there we go. Some of the strange shit I'm digging out of the bookcase. Alright, a few more books here. New South Wales Pocket Guide to the Law. I'm pretty certain I've got the Victorian version of this actually in my car. But he's got a lot of legal books, a lot. Unfortunately, it's a little bit darker on this side of the veranda. This is probably printed in about 2000 or 2001 because it's got amendments from September 99, but Crimes Act of 58, but printed in the year 2000. But he's actually read it so much, he's worn bits of the lettering out, dropped bits of T on there, flipping black marks because he's gone through it so much. It's quite a book. But there's a lot of legal books that he's got. I think I've actually got 2 of these Crimes Acts, to be honest. I have got quite a bit of it. This poor thing's just about busting under the weight of these books. Obedience to Authority by Stanley Milgram. Very renowned, basically famous psychologist. And the way people deal with authority figures, as in the cops and whatnot, and some of his experiments. I think this has some of the experiments that happened down at, I forget the name of the university, but it's renowned for doing some real borderline grey area stuff that goes berserk, and one of his ones went a little bit worse than expected, involving a fake prison, and the prison guards were going friggin' crazy within a week. They began power tripping within no time flat. What else we got? Oh yeah. Illustrated Guide to Collecting Silver. Tells you about all the ones, I think it's full of pictures actually, all the ones that are valuable, so you know if you've got something that's valuable or just horse shit. But a lot of this stuff is actually, you know, solid silver stuff in there. And last of all, very old book, very torn up. Flip open the front cover. One of those sort of bizarre covers. There's even a bookbinder name. The guy who found the book. It's his little sticker there. Oh, hell, here we go. We open it up to a bunch of writing like that. You think, well, that's using the old nib. Yes, printed in 1875. That's just a bunch of poetry and shit from that dude. Selected works, but yeah, printed in 1875. So it's sort of a pretty old. I'll keep it anyway.